So back in the airport territory, not as close as it was before admittedly, because the game has changed here at Donetsk airport. The last time I was here in fact was at the end of October, and at that time was coming 2 or 3 times a week. I was actually getting right to the positions by the old terminal, which at that time was impassable. And then at that time things became kind of static here, there wasn't movement, so went to other positions for a few weeks and then had intended to come back in November, but then of course I got injured at the end of November, and now it's almost 2 months and things have definitely changed here. We've now got the battalion Vostok, as we reported at the start of November. The battalion Vostok, the Vostok battalion, we're going to be sent here. Givy Somali battalion left. We've still got Motorola's Sparta battalion here, but it's predominantly under the control of the Vostok battalion, and they've basically put in place a protocol, so there's a procedure to get in, and so even, for example, the positions where we were, there's no access permitted there, no access at all. The old terminal is under the control of the Vostok battalion, Motorola's battalion, they're working together, but they say that that's still extremely dangerous, that's still mined, and it's impassable. So where we are is near, we're at the airport, all around here, destroyed aircraft, and obviously the state of the airport itself, a $750 million airport, is in a state of complete destruction all around me. We can see here bits of debris and fuselage of aeroplanes, which gives you an idea of what's further. I'm happy in terms of as a correspondent and as a journalist to be back. Obviously to see this is extremely difficult to see the scale of this destruction and devastation, but I'm glad as a correspondent to be back reporting from Donetsk airport, because it's become in recent times very active again. We've had of course incidents like the controversial handshake between Motorola and the Ukrainian commander Kupol. We've had regular rotation of troops at Donetsk airport, so we've had Ukrainian troops being rotated, we've had that accompanied by Novorossiya forces overseen by the OSCE, and we've also got here firing, so we've got here daily violations of the ceasefire. We've heard gunfire today, and we've spoken with commanders from the Novorossiya side, Scorpion, who said that that's a provocation on the side of the Ukrainian forces to engage the Novorossiya forces in gunfire, and one which they're not responding to by way of reciprocating that gunfire. So we do have again Donetsk airport with an active situation, but we've also got no question a changed game here in terms of access. One issue, no question, is the Vostok battalion concerned about my own safety. It's obviously been extremely widely reported that I was injured. I'm still injured, I'm still carrying an injury, so they're concerned for my safety, and don't want to put me in another dangerous position. So an issue that I'm having to kind of brook is by way of explaining to them that I want to be back, I want to be as close as possible, and it's on my own responsibility, it's on my own head. I'm hoping that today is the start of more airport reporting, and obviously I'm hoping to get back and to get closer and to get as close as possible to bring you the best reportage from Donetsk airport here. So this is the day we see around me. This is actually the first time that I've walked around this part of the territory, and we'll be looking to bring you regular updates from Donetsk airport. So for today, this has been Graham Phillips. All the best for now from Donetsk airport once more.